Shalom. The Hebrew Israelites coming out here day in and day out, prophesied downfall of America, modern day Babylon, spiritual Sodom in Egypt, the uprising of Israel, so-called Black, Latino, Native Americans, and the hopeful elects, soon to be the elect. Most High will, we're going to give all praises to Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushai, double honors to apostles, elder bishops, great millstone, much salutation to the brothers, teaching the word for the hopeful elect, soon to be the elect, Most High will, all across the world, from here to over countries. You know, we're going to get right into it, man. Telling brothers to stay strong. We're almost home. The war is about to happen. The MOTB prophecy is about to be fulfilled. A lot of stuff going on, you know, and we are yet in this day of captivity, but we also got the word, which we're free through this word. Yahweh Yahushai. So we'll start with that one.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 8. It said, behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Yeah, just like we're back then with the prophets coming back, and we were in captivity of all these empires, Babylon, Persian, and Medes, Greeks, and Romans. Now we're in the last day of Rome. It's that fucking wind, man. That was damn wind. Yeah, we're gonna have to get the book on there. Yeah, son, hold it down. Okay.
Otherwise, good. Oh, it ain't got that clamp like the other one had.
Yeah.
All right. Should be doing a little better. Okay.
All right. So yeah, yet this day in our captivity. Mm-hmm. You know, Satan and brother chasing signs, and we get through it though, you know.
But you know, like you said, it's a point like, hey, because you know, you got a lot of our people, they got this we are free mentality.
Yeah.
Oh, we in the land of the free. This is not the land of the free.
Yeah.
God, it ain't no way that you can be spiritual and feel like you have liberty here in America, Babylon the Great, man.
Yeah.
That don't make sense.
Yeah.
Look, hey, this land.
So let that go by. That's not freedom right there.
Yeah. Yeah, this land we in, this is a prison for the Israelites. That's the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. This is your prison, and this place is a prison. You know, I experienced. You know, y'all brothers, y'all know my testimony.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know, going to the jail, county, and all that.
Yeah.
You know, prison. And so and you know, I witnessed the system there. You know, so hey, you eat at a certain time, everybody eat at a certain time, they do things at a certain time. And then, you know, I realized, you know, just recently, people literally at a fast food restaurant, you can expect a rush at a certain time every day. You know what I'm saying? It's just every day they go around 5 o'clock. Oh, you can expect a rush. You know. So I'm just using that as an example. Like this is like, hey, it's all. This is a prison, man.
It's a prison for your mind.
Exactly.
You know, it stabilizes Jake to feel like he has freedom, and at the same time they oppress him, man. These philosophies, these different doctrines. You know, that's why Jake don't feel whole out here, man. You know, that's true.
Yeah, and we understand the spiritual aspect because the Most High said you are not in your rest.
Yep.
So you know, he said enemies against Israel. So we are like into the fashion to where we have to listen to something. We have to be orchestrated and to do something. And it might be some crazy ass shit from Esau, man. Y'all don't want to listen to the Most High, so this is what you get, you know.
Yep.
You know, can't go walk across the street as a grown man, they're gonna be like, hey, use the light, you know, use the crosswalk, don't cross. And it could be right there. You know, the store could be right there across the street. They say use it. Bar Yard, Shalom, brothers and a few sisters on the couple board. Y'all by Shema Shai, by Shakadash, Barakatam, Shalom. Bar Yard 144K. So we at this day in our captivity, man. And they coming out with more crazy laws. They about to come out with more crazy laws.
Yep.
But like you said, that you know, Jake think he's free in this place. But the more you think about it, and more you witness your journey through this place, the more you realize that you're in captivity. Go ahead. That was it on that.
So back to Baruch chapter 3 and 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us.
Yeah, because the Most High scattered us among all these nations. So, and if you go any other nation, man, you're pretty much bound to them because they got their laws and policies already set up. You know, they ain't gonna listen to no Negro, man. They're gonna be like, "Why the fuck you over here?" Like China, they go through that all the time when Jake go over there. Like, black man, go home. You know, and anywhere else, or they gonna use you as a hostage, or I mean, not, you know, to use you as a slave or some kind of underling. Another scripture that it was on that. Go ahead.
It says, "Where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse."
Yeah, a curse. That's why we say we in our curses this day too, man. Jake is cursed like hell. He can't do anything without the approval of the so-called white man, and that's his enemy. Now you might have certain things like you be able to get a job and shit. You're able to, you know, own a car and all that. But shit, look how much the cars are. Like $50,000, $30,000, $20,000 for a fabric-made car. They don't make real substance in America, real resources. But you're paying out the ass for it. You know, gas and cell phones and all that shit. Remember back then they used to get around without cell phones and. You know, they were surviving without that. Now it's like impossible. You know, in the minds of Jake, like how'd y'all get like that was the caveman days. You know? How'd y'all survive without cell phone? But Esau put all these elements in place so you could be distracted, or you could depend on them and depend on their technology, not your own mind. And like you said, the man has become weaker. Man, they don't even use their mind no more.
Yep.
Is the TV thinks for you, programming things for you,
GPS where you get wherever you need to go.
You know,
like you ain't even know where to go without the damn thing, man. Without this technocracy no more, man.
And, you know, like Apostle Boy said, you know, this really makes people stupid.
Yep.
And you know what? Like, you know, I was going into the other night, hey, that's Esau, this man's intention to make, you know, people stupid. You know, because they don't want, you know, American citizens to think for themselves.
Nope.
Because like, hey, even Aaron Russo, he said, hey, the Rockefellers, the elites, they look at people like sheep. You know, and that's why we so intimidating to them.
Yeah.
They see that, we not ignorant to Satan's devices, like the scripture say.
Yep.
And we don't just go for accept anything or go along with any philosophy.
Yeah.
You know.
What did it say? A prudent man goeth and he think well into his goings and stuff. You know, he thinks about stuff. So if you think about stuff and they know you making better decisions, or you think they be like, what's wrong with this guy? They keep an eye on you and shit. You know, they got a motion to sensory. Remember, they had a commercial about it, a little documentary about it. They put it in, like, let's say you work at a fast food place, and then they put the sensory device on you to where you ain't moving at the same pace as the other employees. So they'll come and say, what's up? Well, you don't think the boss is watching you, but they got you on a monitor sensory, and it's lit up. You lit up red, like you're moving too slow. So they're gonna come out and check you and like you need to pick up the pace, man. You know, so they want everybody on the same working level, same stupidity level. You know? Go ahead.
It says, and to, for reproach and a curse,
Yep.
and to be subject to payment.
Subject to payment, man. What did that other scripture say? I think that's the next scripture probably. A penny, a bag with holes in it.
Oh, that's not
Haggai, yeah. But that goes along with that, man. Like, subject to payments. Every time you get ready to save some money, damn, you got this payment, court payment. You got deal with something that they bringing out from 10 years ago, man. You know, and then they be like, then you got. Remember that you go into the store, you buy a bag of chips, and they got the chips. They got the invisible. They got a see-through on where the chips are, you know, where the chips, but they cover up the part where the chips are not. So that you think you got a big bag of chips, but it's all air. Most of it is air and shit. And that's how they do with everything. So you paying out the pocket, ass out the pocket, man, and you ain't even really getting. They don't even really make the material. Clothing material the same no more.
So a lot of stuff that you're paying for, you ain't really getting your worth value of it.
Yeah.
And that's why we gotta stay strong, man.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta stay strong because we're coming into a time where,
elements.
Our salvation is nearer than we believe.
Mm-hmm.
So when we get to that point, we know that it's not gonna be easy, man.
Yeah.
Because it already ain't been easy for us, man.
Exactly.
A lot of Jakes are not comfortable here in Babylon the Great. Even the ones with money, they don't get no sleep, man. They don't get no sleep.
Just like we said, you said things get weaker, the elements got weaker.
Yep.
So we get weaker. We die at an earlier age, People are getting sicker quicker, Back then we almost used to live 1,000 years, man. Now it's like 100 max or even 70 at its strongest. That's what the scriptures say. Go ahead.
And then it says, according to all the iniquities of our fathers.
Yeah, because that's why we're in a condition. Because eventually, what it said, you are of your father. You are your father. So we all fell under that cloud, man. Came under that cloud, man. Hey, Ephraim went off and Judah went off. So now we're trying to get back to the Most High through Yahweh Shai and following, commandments to our best of our ability. Trying to get back home because this is not our home. This is not your rest. It will destroy you even with a sword. Destruction is polluted, man. Everything in America has us to go off and shit. Everything in America wicked is promoted and exercised in its place to a high level, man. Even in school, to get to the highest level, you got to basically sell your soul and shit, man. That's what Jacob's finding out. You can have fun in high school. That's why they party all the time. But let you get serious and want to go to these prestige colleges. You're gonna meet some elite people.
That's why, Jake, you don't want to get too much money in this place, man, because you're gonna end up running into these small hats, man.
Yep.
We're trying to stay away from them as far as possible, man. Ain't none of them gonna come down to this level.
Nah.
They too proud, man.
Yeah.
I
think what they say, the Rothschild look at us like you just read, y'all. They look at us like sheep.
Yep.
And they ain't gonna dwell in they bougie and shit. They ain't gonna be around the same air we breathe. They got summits. They meet up in the north parts.
Yep. They got resorts.
Yep.
And all types of luxurious mansions in the hills, man.
Yep.
A lot of them don't even stay in Babylon the Great.
Yeah, a lot of them don't stay here, man.
They stay in all these other countries, man.
Yep.
So that lets you know, and they know Babylon gonna be destroyed. America's gonna be destroyed.
That's why they ain't here, man. That's why they ain't here.
They know it's fucking polluted.
Yeah.
You want to think about it. They actually gonna be stationary where that experiment. This is an experiment, man.
Yeah.
So they not gonna be they out in these other land. What is that? What's that damn place? What they mansion?
England?
No, over there. Brick.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Damn, man, I forgot the damn name.
It's all good.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Rothschild. That's what they.
Yeah.
That's what they.
What did it say about the 9/11 happened? They was front seat watching that from London or from England, or whatever.
Oh yeah,
They wasn't here.
Yeah, and they knew. They've been known.
Yeah.
There's videos and movies and,
Yep.
and Prince was singing about it at bars and all types of stuff, man. You know, they watching from afar, man.
Yep.
They trying to be the puppet master, man.
Yep.
But Yahweh Shah is controlling them.
Yeah, and they got satellite monitoring satellites and all that, so they can see from there. Just like NASA, they got them programs up there. They can see. You know. So, go ahead.
That was it on there.
Oh, and go to that scripture where it says Israel is a little cottage.
Yeah.
A small cottage.
What is it? Isaiah.
Yeah, I think it's in Isaiah. Then we ain't got nothing to how to look it up.
Yeah, you got.
Yeah. I'm just.
You know, if you can't find out, you can find it. You know, Israel's a small country.
You either say small cottage, little cottage, something like that.
Got it?
Yeah, just put cottage in the shit pop up. Not too many scriptures with cottage.
Let me look for it.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, Isaiah 1:8. It says, "And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage."
Yeah, left as a cottage. If you know about a cottage, it's a small little a small domain. This is like what was a good a reference? I mean, like a cottage, man. Small place, like a bungalow, whatever.
Oh, it's just a hut, you know,
Yeah.
in a sense.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
you know, that's why I said we would be in small sanctuaries, you know.
Yeah.
So wherever we were scattered, you're not gonna see a whole lot of Israelites coming and believing in the truth, man. It's gonna be small portions scattered, man.
Yeah.
That matches with the prophecy.
Yeah. And I'm making a point that that's how these nations look at us, like a small cottage, man.
Yep.
Like, look at Israel. Like, they ain't got no big domain. They ain't got no kingdom. Go ahead.
And the daughter of Zion is left as a cottage in a vineyard.
In a vineyard. Go ahead.
As a lodge in a garden of cucumbers.
Cucumbers. Go ahead.
As a besieged city.
As a besieged city.
See?
So we're surrounded by these, just like Jerusalem, 70 AD. You know? So they looking at us, even now, they have us in the ghettos and all that. They live on the outskirts and all that, you know? And they call it inner cities, you know? So they look at us from those perspectives all around and say, look at, you know, and then, hey, we got to go in and help the Negroes, just like that Hurricane Katrina and shit. They had to know, damn, we got to save niggas from drowning and shit. Yeah, they didn't really want to save Negroes, you know? But they had to, you know, put it on TV to make people think that they're Christians and all that. It's another scripture that says, I put Jerusalem in the midst of the nations. Is that it on that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go to that one. I put you in the midst of the nations. So we're small according to, you know, the power that seems to be these powers on the earth that's exercised. But we have great power with this truth. So that's why they're watching us and all that. We're the very sons of God. You know, and they know that them chariots are coming to bring us home. That's what it say. That song, I looked over Jerusalem, the river of Jordan, and saw a band of angels coming to take me home. Israelite, why did the writer Small hat write that? An Israelite wrote that, man. And I think he was a Gadite. A Gadite wrote that song. So why would the Gadites be talking about chariots coming to take them home if they wasn't Israelites?
And on top of that, everything in this place was made by Jake, man. The internet, street signs, everything, man.
Yeah.
This place is built by us, man.
Yeah.
From the ground up, man.
Even the resources, the iron and board, the iron, the peanut butter.
So when the Lord said he raised Esau eat him up, the so-called white man, so new modern day Pharaoh, he raised him up. That was off our backs, man. So he gonna pay for that, man. That's what the Lord's showing. You can't just deal with his people any kind of way and expect you to get away with that, man.
Yep.
So stay strong, Jake, because we in that time where we gonna pay for what he did to our people, man.
Yep.
Oh, and that's what it said. What's that? In the Apocrypha said, it's something about the city. He said, it said,
Out of all the cities,
no, it said, stretch all those cities.
mm-hmm.
They didn't use the word distress, but
I know
they said the stress of those cities. Which wherein that has labor.
Yeah.
You know, Jake built these different these lands. You know, he built the White House. You know.
Yeah. Going back to the pyramids and all that. Going back to Moses, he was favored by Pharaoh, and then Pharaoh was surprised, like, oh shit. And then, you know, had his daughter and all that. And, but you don't want to be called my okay, shit. It behooves these nations that we don't want to be a part of their system because their system is strong and mighty to the people on the earth. Mm-hmm. So they'd be like, well, what's wrong with these Israelites? They in poor neighborhoods too, or they don't have that much money, but they don't want to depend on our system. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
Well, because we calling out for the Most High. He's our strength. It says his name is a strong tower. He that runs to it safe. Go ahead, Hawk.
Ezekiel 36:19. And I scattered them among the heathen.
Yeah, that's who we are scattered among. That's why every other nation that's not Israel is heathens, man. We became like unto the heathens because we did like unto the heathens. Like it says, don't follow what it says. The customs of the heathens are vain. They cut a tree, forest out of the tree and deck it with silver and gold. And that's why people follow the ways of the heathen, man. Yep. So they were considered as heathens. They were called heathens. You are what you are, right? But we wasn't originally heathens, man.
Until we broke the covenant with the Heavenly Father, we were scattered, man. But that was part of everything that was supposed to play out.
Yeah.
That was like I said, I scattered them among the heathen. That's Israelites being mixed with these other nations. Yeah. That's why you got Jakes that look like the so-called white people. Yeah. So-called Chinese people.
Yeah. And they going through the same struggle that we going through.
Yeah.
Because
their spirit don't mix with they don't go with the heathen. They'll, your spirit, they'll find out like, damn, you don't act like us. It'll be brought out. Go ahead.
I scattered them among the heathen.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. They were dispersed through the country.
Through the country, we were dispersed, man. And imagine that, how water you could become as a nation being dispersed, man. You everywhere now. That's why Jake do all kind of other shit that's not even profitable for even himself. Like you doing shit that's profiting these other nations, the main nation, so-called white man. He's voting not for himself. He's voting for the country and shit. Whatever can make this country better. Ain't got nothing to do with it benefiting him, his people, and his family.
And that don't got nothing to do with the will of Yahweh Shemah Shai.
For most. For most. Because our family is supposed to naturally be with Yahweh Shai. That's our natural state. But the Most High said, worship the creature more than the creator. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
It says, according to their way and according to their doings, I judge them.
Yep, the Most High judged us according to our ways and doings, man. Like any father, you don't do what he says, he gonna whip your ass. Mm-hmm. Put you in slavery. And in slavery, they beat our asses, man. That was the Most High giving them the hand to do that. Go ahead.
So when they entered into the heathen, whether they went, they proclaimed my holy name.
Yep.
They said, so yeah.
Unless you know how important the name is too.
Yeah, and that's called on these other gods, calling on other deities, man. You know, you got people calling on JC. That's a language that we had not known, man. That's not our language, man. The Lord said he would turn unto Israel a pure language, man. And in these small cottages, that's us, man. Coming back to those languages, coming back to the ancient Hebrew, man. That's what we're supposed to do. So we don't profane his name, man.
Yeah, you think the wars that China had with U.S. and you think they changed their language? They still talk the same language.
They still talk the same language, man.
The Elamites, they still talk the same language, man.
So where's our language, man?
Yeah.
We wasn't speaking English 2,000 years ago when Yahweh Shah was on the scene. We're supposed to be rehearsing the righteous acts, man. That's what keeps us strong in this wicked ass world, man. Understanding this doctrine, man. That's where our strength comes from. You know, Yahweh Shah said he was the word in the flesh. This is the only way you're going to understand Yahweh Shah. We said earlier while we was talking this morning, he said you could be saved if you keep in memory what he said, man.
Yeah.
If you keep this stuff in your mind, man.
Yeah, because it's like I said, it's like a children that went off from their father and they come back home and knock on the door. And they don't really want to knock on the door because they didn't change their appearance and all that.
Yep.
And they don't really dress like they the origins of their father. And then the father gonna look up on the daughter like, yeah. You know, you don't got your hair covered, you ain't in a dress. Oh, father, yeah, because you know, that's the old time stuff, father. You just, you know, I'm not your daughter anymore. What? Really? You're not really.
Right. The scripture say, seek ye the old path.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the old way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Jake don't got no endurance for seeking the old path, man.
Mm-hmm.
You want to go all these other ways, man.
Yep.
And it's going to lead to death.
Yeah, that's what it says.
And you know, hey, like the scripture say, the commandment, what's that, James, 5th chapter? No, 1 John, the 5th chapter.
Yep.
He said his commandments are not grievous.
Yeah.
You know?
Even though Israel made them grieve, yeah.
So it's not hard. I mean, the laws are not, you know, a burden. They just hard to keep in this society, of course.
Yeah. And the Jews, the people that was against Yahweh Shai, they made it grievous to Israel. That's why Yahweh Shai said, my burden is light, my yoke is easy. Because they was trying to like, oh shit, they was worried about too many things. Like it's 613 laws. I don't know what. Just worry about the poor ones, the ones you could do to your best ability.
You gotta think about it like this. They make it hard. Jake making it harder on y'all. They making it harder on themselves.
Yeah.
Hey, they don't want to stop celebrating these so-called holidays. When you could just keep the law and not do so, then you save a lot more money.
Yeah.
Y'all spending all this money on Christmas, Thanksgiving, etc.
Yeah.
When you all you have to do is follow what the scriptures say and not do so, you save a lot more money.
Yeah.
Every time Christmas come by, shit, I'm broke. They come, I didn't spend all these gifts. Boom, fuck that shit, man.
Even with wives, you know, like the women, they be like, it'll be an easier household for Jake if he had more than one woman, too. You know, all paychecks going to one house. You know, go ahead.
Go ahead, up.
Are we getting to the point where it says in the midst of nations? Because that's what we're supposed to be going to. Israel, I put Israel in the midst of the nations. All you have to do is put midst of the nations, she'll pop up.
And it's got to be like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Don't nobody, everybody around us are practicing heathenistic customs, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you see how they eat on the other side.
Like you go,
and them.
yeah, like you go out here, even on like a holiday that really don't even mean shit, like St. Patrick's Day. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers out here wearing green and shit, man. You know? Yeah. But we know this is from the work of our hands, man. Yeah. We must not follow in the righteous ways of Yahweh Shah.
Never happen again.
Yeah, so we gotta, you know, basically suck it up, man. and be strong till Yahweh returns, man. We gotta see them bask in this whack ass nation, man. You know? Okay, find it out.
It said that if you put you in the midst of the nations, you become more, basically they're worse than the heathen.
All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 5, verse 5. It says, "Thus said the Lord of power, this is Jerusalem.
This is Jerusalem. Go ahead.
I have set it in the midst of the nations."
He has set it in the midst of the nations, man.
How they
Go ahead, yeah.
how is that the land? Cause you know they read the scriptures, simple-minded people. They read that and like see. They think every time they see the word Jerusalem, it's talking about the actual the land, the soil.
It's always been a people before a place. It's just like if you got a city and ain't nobody fucking in it, then it ain't no damn city.
Yeah.
It's ruins.
That's why it's called the city of David. If David ain't there, you know what I'm saying? If David's children ain't there,
right?
How is it called the city of David?
Basically, wherever you at as an Israelite, that's where Jerusalem is, man.
Yeah. It's like
we Israel, man.
It's like when you a family and you move to another state, you still that family, man.
Yeah.
The home is left.
Yeah, whatever house
and you take all your stuff and put it in your new home.
Your residence, that ain't your residence no more. Yeah. The sticker come off with your name and somebody else's name get placed there, man. But you still you.
Yeah, you still the family.
You know?
Mm-hmm. It's just that Israel, they ain't on the dollar bills. They don't have no banners. They'll put you on a banner for some sodomite shit or some wicked advertisement shit, but you ain't gonna be putting no banner as ruling anything in the city and shit.
Yeah, it wouldn't make no sense how the scripture say in Psalms 86 that they plan to cut off Israel, make them no more remembrance. Yeah. It wouldn't make no sense for Israel to be ruling America right now, man. Yeah. If they was actually Israel, man, they would have had their name blotted out. That's how you know it's them doing this shit.
And that's how you know they don't mention anything associated with us, with the scriptures, or being us being gods, man. Us being gods, or us have ruling Europe for 1,000 years, because they don't want us associated with Israel. Shalom to Azayala. Shalom. The water for tuning in, a few brothers and sisters. Go ahead. So he put Jerusalem in the midst of the nations, man. Go ahead.
I have set it in the midst of the nations and countries that are around about her.
Around about. So we always in the middle, man. We always in the middle.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Everybody pushing us around and shit. We like, who did that and shit? We done, man. Yeah. You know, but we fighting back now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Most High got us like, all right, man, shit. I'm gonna tag some people. Go ahead.
And she have changed my judgment.
See? Because now, so the Most High say, let's see what you, just like your wife, you put her in the middle, you know, you test her a little bit, you know what I'm saying? You know, they always used to do that, man. Hey, try to talk to my wife, see if she talk to you, man. Nah, I'm with the husband. Nah, I'm with the husband. You know? But Jerusalem, they failed that. They was like, go ahead.
And she had changed my judgment.
She had changed it. So we still supposed to stay strong, right? Like, nah, we don't get down like that. We don't do that. We don't eat swine, you know. We don't celebrate these holidays. You know, they be like, what's up with that? You're like, who are you? Act like you better than us and shit. They try to bring you down to their level.
Because what's the point, man? This stuff is tied into what they did to our people, man. How they tortured our people, man. This is tied into how they used to mutilate Jake, man, humiliate Jake, man, and then send pictures to each other, man. Jake being hung and stuff, man. We ain't celebrating this stuff,
right here
man.
In the soil of America,
right here, man.
It's right up the street. Somebody got hung, man.
You know,
burnt, raped, robbed, and even our sons, they did that too.
You know,
damn sodomite ass, demon ass Edomites, man. Go ahead.
It said she had changed my judgment.
And then they look at us like we gotta learn a new language, like we gotta conform to a new thing. Oh, fuck that. They got Elam over here looking like, hell, you can't understand me. Nah, your goofy ass, man, your language and shit, I can't understand that shit. Put me on the phone with somebody that can talk where I can understand it.
You know what I'm saying?
How they gonna get more reparations? We ain't even got reparations, and they getting reparations over here. We need to take care of 1,600 Afghanistans that moved to Oklahoma. We gotta care for them and give them shelter and all that.
They're gonna find out at the end of the day though that that's gonna be the same ones that put him in this trick bag, man.
Mm-hmm.
And this place get destroyed by him, man.
Yep.
You know?
And that's why these nations got the sword too. Because Jacob whooped their fucking ass. If it was just no arms, Jacob ruled this world right now.
Yep.
They know that. That's why it says Esau is gonna rule by the sword, man.
Yep.
And these other nations follow. They got a bomb too. They got swords too. Mm-hmm. But Yan, Yashala, Shalom, Yahbashima Shai, Shalom. Go ahead. So we put in the midst of these nations besieged. Go ahead.
It says, and she had changed my judgments.
Change his judgments. Go ahead.
Into wickedness.
And into wickedness, man. Go ahead.
More than the nation.
More than the nations, man.
And my statutes more than the countries that are around.
Countries around about, man.
Yep.
So, hey, when they, Israel show off and shit.
Yep.
Like, they be like, yeah, their God do this and shit. Well, what about this? They'll do worse than these other nations.
Yep. They the ones who basically taught them how to worship their God.
Yeah. Like the Sodomite are our people. They more Sodomite. You don't never see Esau. We talk about it. He wear them short shorts and all that, but he still plays golf. And he still got a wife. He don't be all out in front of TV like, yeah, this is it. That's our people, man.
Yep.
Because Israel do everything to the highest extent, but serve the Most High.
Yeah, it said thou taught the wicked ones thy ways, man. And we coming back into that eternal priesthood, man.
Yep.
We coming back to a stage, a stage and conduct of holiness, man, that we've been waiting on for thousands of years to be able to obtain again, man.
Like we said, we ain't free in this damn place.
Yeah.
Jake think he free and shit, waking up early morning. Yeah, man, I get a good job. It's summertime. I'm gonna go out there and get these hoes, man. Now it's like, hey, you think about your money, because hey, these hoes are taking your money and shit. They setting niggas up and all that. You got like, damn, I don't really mess with females like that. Well, the passport brothers, they rather go out of country than stay here, man. You know? Mm-hmm. And these other nations know better too, even though they know war in their own countries. They come over here in America, they like, hey, America ain't all that. You know, let me get my money and get the hell out of here.
Yep.
You know, and take money over to their own country and live lavish and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Okay, then it says,
so we changed the judgments of the Most High, you know. It's almost like you with a friend or something, you be like, yeah, man, I smoke weed. And then you be like, you smoke weed? A little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just to it said trim your ways for love and shit, just to be on his level and shit. Like, yeah, I thought you was Israelite. Well, you know what I'm saying, we could do edibles, but I just, then you just fuck with shit, You don't really tell the people, you don't like these celebrities, they don't. No other celebrity that know they Israelites, none of them has said the true name of the Most High. They haven't said Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. It's a reason for that. They know their ass get clipped from riches and from stuff like that.
They don't have no integrity. And they think that we don't have weapons, man. The Lord said we have weapons, man. He said our weapons are not carnal. So he's showing that this is a way more powerful weapon than what they got. Yeah. That's what a lot of Jake don't understand, man. Yeah. And as long as you still captivated and amazed by these Edomites and the stuff that they got, man, you'll never be one with Yahweh Shai, because gave us way more powerful weapons, man.
They even started to say that about AI, man. I think it's wrong, man, but shit, that shit was tight though. You know, like you said, it's gotten weaker. They don't even perform no more. They just put on the AI track and shit. They put a hologram out there. Yeah, that's me though. Get the fuck out of here. Most High we going back to the ancient days, man. That's why the Most High put Jake in the field and shit, because a lot of them kings, they didn't want to lift a finger. Like Yahweh Shai said, you won't even lift a finger to do anything. You tell people to wash and do this, but you won't even yourself lift a finger. We come from those times where the manager, hey, even the president used to be in war. You know what I'm saying? George Washington, hey, Trump ain't gonna go be on the battlefield out there with the soldiers and shit. You know? King David, he went out there, he was a king, he slew his 10,000s. Kings ain't gonna be that do that no more. They want to lay in palaces and soft and silk and satin sheets and all that.
They ain't got no passion for their nation, man.
Yeah.
But the hopeful elect, the men of the Lord, the brethren, we got passion for Israel, man.
Yeah.
That's why we out here.
Go ahead.
Elect of Israel. Like Paul said, we will do all things for the elect.
That's what I'm saying. That's Israel. That is Israel. It said not all. It said Israel is not all Israel. Man.
Israel are the Most High.
Yeah.
All these other 2/3, hell with.
Yeah, because even Yahweh Shai said he became poor for the elect's sake, not everybody.
That's why he said Israel's not all Israel. So we talking about Israel, hey, we only talking about the elect, man. If you ain't got that by now, it's just you ain't been listening, man.
Because elect means you elected, like you ain't a part of the whole body ain't a part. You elected. You a certain body, a part of the body is elected, like exclusive. Go ahead.
It says, verse 7. Therefore, thus said the Lord, power.
So we put in midst of the nations as a small cottage. We're surrounded. We besieged. We don't got no weapons, like you said. This is a weapon. That's why they're looking at us like this.
Yeah, it said the scripture is a double-edged sword, man.
Yeah. So now we got something to fight back with. They be like, damn. Now they got to think strategically, because these prophets are adding up on their ass and shit. They be like, oh shit. They into highly. You know, they was always into that science stuff, but they incorporate us. Now they include us.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, oh man, it's going to be a blood moon. What are the Israelites saying about that? Turn it on. They used to try to do their witchcraft with it. Now they got to turn us on and
then
see,
you got Trump
see
and
what
them.
we talking about.
Yeah, and then you got Trump and them doing them weekly prayers and stuff. And you got Moab, so-called Chinese over there making fun of their ass for that shit, man. So like y'all motherfuckers don't love the Lord, man. Fuck y'all talking about?
Yep.
I don't love the Lord, man.
Iran was laughing at him too,
making memes and all types of shit, and that's showing you the fear of Esau is dwindling, man.
Yeah,
they're not fearing Esau no more, man.
Yeah,
because he don't got no passion for his own nation, man.
They
passion
scared.
for his own people, man.
They scared.
They scared.
Hey, what is that? In the book of Proverbs said the fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him. So they have a fear. And what is that fear? The prophecies, the scriptures. These scriptures, the prophecies in these scriptures, man. You know, and once they fear that being fulfilled, man. You know? So Ezekiel 5 and 7, it says, therefore thus said the Lord power, because ye multiply more than the nations.
You multiply more than the nations, man. Like we supposed to be the what do you call it? The representation of what a righteous kingdom should be. Like how we supposed to keep the laws? What are we supposed to do according to righteousness? They supposed to look up on us. But do you think they can look up on us now? They turn it on and Jake is ass out, fighting and shit, looking like animals in the streets and shit, can't conduct themselves, need to call the cops. You think they gonna turn on it and say, no, we can't, this ain't righteous. So, but the other nations are silly too, right? They heathens too, you know?
They said folly will set great dignity, man.
Yep.
That's how this place promotes folly, man.
Yep. That's why when the cops see us, and I'm talking about starting with the apostles, elders, and down, they got respect. Cause they be like, cause they know about order. They getting trained and see what order is, and the do order, to handle situations orderly. And then they see the apostle elder, they be like, they got us beat right here. Like, we need to ask them questions.
Because a lot of them understand, and they want to be judges. Mm-hmm. That's why they're doing that. They want to judge righteously, but they know that it is a wicked system. Yeah. Because they don't do nothing according to the scriptures, man. Nope. They don't pull out the scriptures when you go to court, man. They just say, put your hand on the scriptures, on the Bible, and swear that you ain't gonna lie. Okay, well, open the motherfucker up then. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's go through it then. Why am I in court? They don't pull out the scriptures to tell you, well, because they say this is a law, say don't do this. Yeah. They don't do that, man.
And I don't even think it's something called a Chinese Bible and shit.
Hell no.
Because they know they worship Jesus over there too. Them other nations worship Jesus too, man. A false god.
Yeah, man.
So y'all all love. That's why it says all the gods of the nations are idols. They don't have no real God to look up to. Go ahead.
So therefore thus said the Lord power.
Yeah.
because ye multiply more than the nations
More than the nations. Go ahead.
that are round about you,
Round about you. Go ahead.
and have not walked in my statutes.
Have not walked in his statutes. Why is all the Bible talking about walking in the statutes if the commandments are done away with? Everywhere you turn, keep my commandments. This is love, to keep my commandments. The commandments, when you go to the army and all that, you being commanded. We're soldiers. You got to listen to the commands of your sergeant or whatever. Somebody over you. These Christians don't go by no damn order or no commandments, man.
No. And this is one of the main ones, man, to be out here prophesying the downfall of this place, man. This is the main one. It's the main thing the Lord said to do, to be out here in the highways and hedges, man. And Jake ain't doing that, man. Ain't none of these other camps doing videos every day, man. How's the Lord dealing with them, man? They ain't showing they got no passion in Israel, man. They ain't putting their fucking back into this ministry, man. They don't give a shit about the Lord.
What did it say? Hasten the day, man. You supposed to do videos like something's gonna happen tomorrow,
right?
Or tonight,
right?
You know, and it ain't gonna be the end because the prophecy's got to play out. But you definitely got to be doing something tonight, like it's gonna end. They could bomb someplace tonight, and Jake is out without his drawers on and shit.
And that's what when Yahweh Shai in Revelation 2, when he was talking to the church of Ephesus, he said that was the only problem he had with them, and that was the doubted believers, man. Ones that knew the doctrine, tested false prophets, called them out. He said, I got one thing against you, man. You ain't got no passion for this truth, man. And that's what GMS shows, man. And so that's what we prove, man.
It's gonna
every day, man.
It's gonna catch up with their ass.
It's gonna catch up with their ass, man.
Like I said, ain't no regular man doing 40 plus years, 40 plus years, 30 plus years. Jake is lazy. He go out there one weekend. Yeah, man, I tried it and all that, man.
Hey, Jake,
you a weak-minded people, man.
Right?
I tried it and all that. I tried the Israelites. I only been in there for a year. Shit, I'm already leaving the Israelites. But you still an Israelite. They gonna come get your ass too when the martial law comes. Jake gonna come get your ass.
Because Jake want to play prophet, man. The Lord's gonna judge you like a false prophet, man. Don't come out here playing around with your how about Shimon Hawashai, man. Be serious about your devotion to the Lord, man.
You know,
he will get you, man.
You know how Jake used to do in the 90s? He wake up, smoke a blunt. It's 12 o'clock. Yeah, man. He's still in bed. His girl is up there working and all that. She's already out in the field working. Everybody already up. Mowing the lawn at 6 o'clock. Issachar and them. He up there like smoking a blunt at 12. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. You know, I'm about to go over what's the name's crib and all that. Lazy as hell. Don't want to do shit. And when it comes to, don't want to do videos, don't want to go on highways and byways, don't want to hasten the day, don't want to talk about going in history and all that, don't want to learn about himself. Jake is done in this place, man. Go ahead.
It says, because ye multiply more than the nations that are round about you.
Round about, go ahead.
Have not walked in my statutes. Neither have kept my judgments.
Kept his judgments.
Neither have done according to the judgments of the nations that are round about you. See, Jake, they don't even keep. You know that. Well, that's Jake, boy. Jake ain't even keep Esau's law either. You know, they just got that do as thou wilt spirit.
Like I said, going over there and more in China, he gonna learn a couple of Chinese words. Just so he can get some box. He ain't gonna learn all that shit.
That nigga woman that went over there and do that.
Dubai.
How you gonna go over there and try to run?
Nowhere.
Yeah, but how you gonna go over there and try to run some shit? They sent their ass, they locked their ass up too.
Oh, you talking about that one?
And then, I wasn't Dubai.
Dubai. One of them.
Damn, man. It wasn't that long ago, but
just it was Dubai.
Throwing that example.
Because it was another woman that got stuck in Dubai. Remember? She already trying to get back, crying and shit. You should be like, hey, they say, look how weak America is and shit. She's trying to go back to America. She should have been proud to be over there. Yeah, I'm American. We get wherever we want. Hey, start directing shit. Oh, you American? Oh, come in here. She's scared. She was scared because she know, they hate America. She know they ain't scared of America no more. Because if you have, like, if you take care of a certain children or whatever, they in your care, and you know the parents ain't playing, you ain't gonna do nothing to those children, man. You know, because you scared of the parents, like damn. So that fear, like we said, that fear is gonna get put back in them. The fear Yahweh Yahushua, they ain't gonna do nothing to the children of Israel pretty soon, because they know the father of Israel is Yahweh. Don't mess with that nation right there. You're gonna get it. You know? That's why the nations, the only time they really try to fuck with us is when we didn't have Yahweh, when we broke the commandments. Like, that's why she had to set Samson up to break the vows to get him weak and all that. He said, "Behold, the Philistines upon thee," because he broke the vow. Because when we steady with our power, these other nations move out the way and shit, man.
Yeah, that's why I said great fear fell upon them which saw them, man. Yeah, go ahead,
Yep. Go ahead.
Verse 80 said, "Therefore, thus said the Lord power, behold, even I am against thee."
Even the Most High is against you. Like, I sent the nations against you, but I'm against you too, because of what you did to me. Well, look what they did to his son. Crucify him, let his blood be upon our children, upon us and our children. Out their own mouth. They should have kept quiet. If I didn't know, I would have at least kept quiet. Hell, I don't know. You scared? Yeah, I ain't messing with that, man. That's son of God. How we know he's the son of God? I saw his works, man. I ain't messing with that. You know what I'm saying? Don't mess with that. Go ahead. What did it say? They touched the apple of his eye, man, which is the elect. That's the apple of the Most High's eye, man. And the main cornerstone, the main of the elect is Yahushua. They touched him, but they really didn't, because he lived forevermore. Go ahead.
Therefore, thus said the Lord power, behold, even I am against thee, and will execute judgments in the midst of thee.
Yeah, that's why he said even I, because Israel thought, oh, we just asked the Most High for forgiveness. We can get back in and all that. Not this time. 2/3 gonna be crying, and they're gonna be left here to get destroyed by the missiles. I thought if we cry out to you, Lord, he ain't talking about y'all. He talking about the elect. Go ahead.
He said, and I will execute judgments.
Execute judgments, right? With an S.
In the midst of thee.
In the midst of thee, go ahead.
In the sight of the nations.
The sight of the nations, man. That's what he did. That's why everybody got their hand in the cookie jar and became an ally, a confederacy. Psalms 83. They be like, oh, Israel is down? Shit. Let's get a piece of it. Everybody that had a piece of Israel, man.
Yeah, it was the sight of the nations. Their lands.
Yeah.
You know?
And anywhere we are.
Jacked up.
Yeah, anywhere we are, they take advantage of us. You know?
Yeah.
Not if they got this word though, Jay. Yeah. They can't, man.
Yeah.
They don't. We're not spiritually naked, man.
Yep.
You can't fool Jake once he wake up, man.
Yeah.
You can't fool Jake, man. See, like, man, what their intentions are now, man.
That's why when Paul was speaking in different places, he said, I'm a Hebrew, man. And he spoke to his people in a Hebrew tongue. He didn't speak in English. I mean, he didn't speak in Latin. He didn't speak in Greek. He spoke in the Hebrew tongue, man, to his people. Go ahead.
I will do indeed that which I have not done.
Yep.
And will not do anymore. Right. Because of all thy abominations.
So, what did it say? The lot of the wicked shall not rest on the lot of righteous unless he put forth his hand to iniquity, you know? So, as long as we doing right, we ain't got nothing to worry about. The hell with these other nations and Edom. As long as we doing right, you know, fuck these other nations and Edom, man. Yep. And I'm saying that in the spirit, and Most High will, we have that into the end, to where we have to go into concentration camp. Hey, we still have that same mind state. And guess what? We almost home. We almost home anyway. We're going to get carried out of here. And other nations like, damn, we can't even touch them no more. What it say? We're going to get that scripture. It says, rejoice, O Jerusalem. You know, the punishment of your iniquity has, go ahead. What you got up?
Verse 10. So therefore the fathers shall eat the sons in the midst of thee, and the sons shall eat their fathers.
Yeah, that's going into, you know,
Yeah.
what happened to us.
Yep.
You know, as you know, things that we had to go through, famine, disease, pestilence, and all that.
That's what's coming on to them.
Yep.
For what they did, man. That's why you got in Texas, they got them little pamphlets in the courthouse that say how to prepare for a zombie attack, man.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's gonna be all types of shit going on in Jacob's Trouble. You
Yeah.
wouldn't believe, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That movie,
All types of
that's
shit.
just not a movie,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have people running after people, other human
Mhm.
beings trying to eat them.
Because
Wild as fuck.
and that's crazy. That movie is spiritual because Will Smith, he represented the elect. He had the cure to turn them away from being zombies into normal, their people. But he said, really at the end, he said, I can't help y'all, man, because they was just determined to be zombies. They was just that's who they wanted to be. 2/3 want to be
He
2/3.
said at the end, when he was yelling at me, he said,
Yeah.
I can save you.
Yeah.
I can save you. They trying to bust that window.
Yeah,
Crank
but-
that.
Yeah. And remember,
Hey, what y'all hear that?
he reminded me of the sacrifice Yahweh Shai made because he blew up. You know, y'all should have seen that movie. Ain't already. That's an older movie, but he blew up with him. You know, he went in with him like shit to kill all the zombies because those were the last ones left, I think. So Yahweh Shai came to conquer death. He came to conquer the enemy, which is death. The last enemy is death. Go ahead. Oh, that was it. Lamentations. It says, Jerusalem, rejoice, O Jerusalem. Punishment of your iniquity has been accomplished.
Yup.
We're about to get out of here, and the prophecies are coming quick, man. They, like we said, they can't upset prophecy, man. They already Russia, they already become who they supposed to be with military might.
Because once Russia takes over Ukraine, which Putin just basically told Trump, he told Babylon, he said he'll stop giving intel to Iran where their coordinates are, their bases and stuff, if they pull out of Ukraine. And Trump is thinking about doing it. And if he does, right, and I was listening to another guy, he's actually like a military, he actually did the military, man. He was in infantry, right? And he was talking about how the draft, what would happen, how would we know there'd be a draft? He said if they take over Ukraine and China hits Taiwan, draft. And that's exactly what's about to happen, man. That's exactly what's about to happen, man.
Yeah. That's what we say. Most High gonna roll these prophecies up like a garment and shit.
Yep.
Wrap it up. We're gonna wrap it up, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
He said, Lamentations 4:21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
No, okay, because it mentions go to the verse after that. Start with Jerusalem. We go back to that.
All right, verse 22, it says, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion.
The punishment of your iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Go ahead. And that's the whole nation, man. Well, the elect on this side, you know?
Yeah.
The 2/3 ain't gonna have to go through this no more. They ain't gonna be living in poverty and hoods no more after this. Projects and all that. Eating bread defiled among the heathen. All that. Go ahead.
All right, and this is something that's gonna be read in the scriptures. You know, it's not fully accomplished yet. You know, we still like we started off with. We're gonna get this day in our captivity. You know, so you got some scriptures that are written. You know, like wait a minute. See, that's why you got to think outside the box.
Yeah.
You know, because this is what when we in the kingdom finally free. We read this. Oh, let's say the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. Because that's what's finna happen. You know, it said, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
After this, there's no more captivity, man. You know, go ahead.
He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom.
Oh, daughter Edom, he shall visit your iniquities, man. All the stuff that Edom done, man, you already know. We make a list of it. And slavery, you know, all the stuff he done, man. Bloodshed, blood touches blood, not caring about Jacob, destroying Jacob, Cain killing Abel, slavery. Even now they're killing Jacob. Shit.
Yeah, that's like Scripture saying, Revelation 18th chapter. He hath remembered the sins. He hath remembered the iniquity. Her iniquity have come unto remembrance. That's the paraphrase.
Yeah.
You know,
And then he said on the flip side, he said, Jerusalem, your iniquity shall be remembered no more. He's gonna give us a clean. That's why them white robes is gonna represent clean, purity and purity. We ain't gonna have no more sin in us in the kingdom to come. Go ahead. That's which is the second covenant. Go ahead.
He will no more carry thee away into captivity.
Yep.
He will visit thy iniquity, O daughter of Edom.
Yep.
He will discover thy sin.
Yep. Discover thy sin. Now you can go back. Rejoice, O Edom.
Verse 21.
Yeah.
Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom.
That's why apostles on down, apostle elders on down. They say max out your credit card and rejoice while you have fun while you can, because that fun is about to end, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, rejoice, O daughter of Edom. Go ahead.
That dwelleth in the land of Uz.
Dwelleth in, and basically that's America.
That's America. Yeah. So when you go back into the land of Uz, that was the richest part. That was the part where, matter of fact, that's where Job was. That's where he dwelt. Job was rich.
Yeah, exactly.
That's where the rich folk.
Yeah.
Like they say, the rich. They were the rich.
He was so that's what the rich. Because remember, because he was so wealthy. They said this land, him and Abraham. It was Abraham, right? He said this land, it can't even hold our possessions of how much we have.
Oh, that was him and Lot.
Lot,
Him and Lot.
Yeah, and Lot, pinches toward Sodom, and he pinches toward Hebron. But that lets you know how wealthy they were. Go ahead.
He said that dwelleth in the land of Uz.
Yeah. And this is their riches. Even though they live in London, they live royalty. They really can't live. This is their rich capital.
This is when they can live royal and
do all the
wickedly.
shit. Yeah, they don't have to. Yeah, that's why they exercise so much wickedness in here, because they know royalty comes from moralism and all that.
Yep,
got moral code, so they come out prestige, and the Queen Elizabeth, Elizabeth and Prince Charles, and they got the carriages and all that, looking all. But they ain't those kind of people. They eat flesh. I mean, they eat human flesh. They eat human feces and all that. That's what kind of people they are. In America, you can live free as wild beasts, so to speak, here in this place.
That's why they separated from the East. The East is synonymous with judgment, man. They don't want judgment, man. That's why they came here. Go ahead,
No, that's why it's really called the land of the free.
Yup, land of the free. Free to be a damn deep.
Free to be a damn beach.
Yep.
That's why it's called land of the free.
Aleister Crowley, do as thou will. Shit.
Yep.
Do whatever you want. We don't have to listen to nobody.
And that's how Rome was. That's why they say it went in Rome. Why you think they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas? That's that same analogy. Because this is a revived Roman Empire, man. It's the same people that's back.
And that's that spirit like that. What's happening in Vegas stays in Vegas. These celebrities. They worship that same spirit.
Yep.
Because they be like, oh, that's acting right there. That ain't even me. Your woman could come home and I heard you did a sex scene. Hey, that was just acting. I don't love that dude.
Nah. See?
So Jake be like, all right, she's an actress.
That's witchcraft.
Yeah, that's witchcraft.
To do wickedly, man.
What did it say? So they may add sin upon sin, man.
Yep.
This is a place you can add sin upon sin, man.
Yeah, because you can't do the shit.
What did it say? The Lord didn't give anybody a license to sin, man.
Yeah, like
He didn't give nobody a license to sin.
Yeah, like you said, that black female went over there and she started talking shit. And they checked her ass, man.
Talking shit over there. And this shit go around with each other. Cut your goddamn head off. Yeah, hey, they gonna do something bad to you over there, man.
There was one pretty woman. She didn't even commit adultery, but she was in front of a magazine. They put on she wanted to be a model and all that.
Yeah.
And her husband cut her nose off. You want to be pretty, you can't be pretty with your nose cut off.
Hell no.
So they put in, but soft-hearted America, They put on a magazine says, "See what's happening to these people."
Yeah, and you know, Jake,
Yeah,
Jake,
you know.
he got that. Jake don't understand that everything that happens on the earth is righteous judgment, man. You know, there was a situation with Eve. She was, you know, coming at her man saying he cheating and stuff. Man, the dude put out his gun and shot her right in the face, man.
Yep.
That's judgment from Yahweh Shem shot, man.
We got a few. Yep. Done.
Yeah, we got some
Couple
trips.
trips. Lights out, devil shalom. Y'all by Shema Shai, by Kakadash Kata.
You want to put that one on there?
Yeah, what is it?
It's Romans 11:13 or 13:11.
And then yeah.
So this is Romans chapter 13.
Get the other one, the brother.
Right here.
From lights out, devil. Go ahead.
Romans 11 verse 13 verse 11. And that knowing the time that now it is high time to awake.
It's a high time. They don't mean getting high and shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Jake take it out of context and say like, yeah, it's time to get high, bro. No, man. High times, high alert. This devil is about to work. This devil about to do something.
Yep.
Go ahead.
So awake out of sleep.
That's what we talked about earlier. Jake is asleep. He's awake, but he's asleep. Physically, he's awake. He's walking around, but he's sleeping his mind. You know? Yeah. What did Yahushua equated with sleep and death? He's really dead, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, and also it's going to, you know, how, you know, being men of the Lord, we got to be more, what's the word, like positive. God said it's a sense of urgency.
Yeah, sense of urgency. Yep.
Because, you know, Jake, we get lazy, kind of, you know, slack off a little bit. And, you know, the scripture says that this is a high time to wake out of sleep. When you go into work sleep, it goes to, you know, slacking.
Slacking,
You know what I'm saying? So we got to get, you know,
Get this knowledge in you, man.
Get more productive in this ministry.
Yep. But now, wait.
I was just gonna say because they power what they consume, what they see as power is weak too. They believe in $1 and shit. They believe in all this, but if your power is Yahweh, it's gonna motor. It's gonna we use them words earlier. You're gonna feel lively and electrified, man. You know. Gonna be man, hey man, I'm ready for this to go down, man. But Jake wanted more time, and I don't see that happening, man. I don't, maybe like in the future. Oh yeah, the MOTV market, that seems like future, man. They don't want it to come, man. They don't want the end of the world to come, man. Like they conversation, their spirit is like high level. Like this is what's going on. And the clubs is where it's happening, man.
We outside, y'all.
Yeah, we outside. They've been doing the same shit since the 80s and 90s, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
But now our salvation is nearer than we believe.
Our salvation, look up. Your salvation is near what you believe.
And what's that salvation? Yahushua.
Yeah.
Yahushua is at the door, man.
Yeah, because we want to go home. This is not our home. We want to go home. You know? Go ahead.
Verse 12, the night.
It's like, you know how when you work 4 hours, 9 to 5, even 12, you can't wait to get home, man.
Yep.
You're like, man, when you get home, you just sit in that, the AC is kicking. You like, the brothers, sometimes brothers are there. You like, Shalom, man. Yeah. And you talk about your hard ass day, like, you want to go home, man. Yeah. Go ahead.
That's why the scripture say the captive of exile hastening. I go captive exile hastening. It's Isaiah.
Good. Verse 12, the night is far spent.
The night is far spent. Sound poetic, but it's real as hell, man. The night is far spent. It's been too late. It's been too, that's why it says, hurry up and hasten. Like we almost late, man. We almost late for the wedding, man. We was almost late. Remember, Jake was preparing for the wedding, man. Go ahead.
Yep. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness.
Yep.
It's like it said the night is far spent.
The day is at
Day
hand.
is at hand. So it's like you in your room, right? You know, it's nighttime, you sleeping. You know, you sleep, and then the sun come up, and you know because it's peeking. The light is coming through your window. You know,
Yeah.
so you like, okay, they let you know it's time to get up. It's time to get out of bed. So that's the prophecies, man, because we see that day is at that's the prophecies is at hand, man. So now we like, oh, it's time to, you know, hey, you know, it's time to.
It's almost, it almost goes with that early bird gets the worm.
Yeah.
You're gonna get there, and the worm gonna be gone because the early bird already got it.
Yep.
Go ahead. Is that it?
It says, "Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness."
Yeah, you know the worldly darkness that's in this world, man. You know, adultery, idolatry,
Yep.
going out, drunken, and all that. Go ahead.
And let us put on the armor of light.
Armor of light, man. I love the way the Most High thinks. You know, I was shy in the scriptures, man. We light, man. You know, like even in this place, when it gets dark, it gets real creepy and shit. People start breaking your house and start. we the children of the day, man. Go ahead.
A lot of people don't even know what that armor light is. You know, it's just truth. It's just truth, man.
Verse 13, let us walk honestly as in the day.
As in the day, see? We're day walkers, we're children of the day. Go ahead.
Not in rioting and drunkenness.
Not in rioting and drunkenness, man. That's what this world is filled with. America.
Partying.
Yeah, partying. You know, everybody.
All the time.
Yeah. You know, everybody think it's cute to be throwing up on each other. I had a good time. No, that ain't cute at all, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Not in chambering and wantonness.
Wantonness, you know. And chambering, you know. You dwelling in chambers and shit, and you go over this house, that house, and this party and that party and all that. And everybody got a bottle of liquor and shit. Everybody partying and shit. You wake up and go to another party and there's that. You're like, nah, man, slow your roll. See what's happening. Go ahead.
Not in strife and envy.
Not in strife and envy. And that's all that happens when at the parties, at the gatherings. They get into fights and strife and envying and no judgment, no wisdom, nothing, worked out or nothing. It's just men, angry men that live as little kids, man. Is that it on that? Yep. What is this? Zayala, what does it say?
It's 1 John chapter 2, verse 4. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments is a liar.
Yeah, because they say the Lord knows my heart. Oh, I walk with Jesus. That ain't even the real person. Y'all getting caught off with your pants down, man. That ain't the real person. You in the wrong car. You in the wrong chariot and shit. Go ahead.
And the truth is not in him.
The truth is not in him, man. So they lie when they say it ain't important what his nationality is, what he look like. They liars, man. Because that's a lie, right? If somebody lied on you, like the robbers and shit, the bank robbers, the store robbers, they put on a black mask. They put on a black mask, and they say he was a black man, and it makes Jake angry when he found out it was an Edomite that put on a black man, a Negro mask and shit. Like, oh man, see, it makes Jake, but they don't make him angry when they didn't put up the wrong image of the Son of God. See?
Yep.
So they being hypocrites. They being hypocrites, man.
Uh-huh.
It don't matter. It don't matter what he look like. But he gonna come back looking like somebody.
It sure didn't matter in the 1950s what kind of fucking water fountain you could drink out of.
Mm-hmm.
It sure matter what you look like, where you can sit on the bus.
Yeah.
What about that time, man? That wasn't even a century ago, man.
Yeah.
What they talking about? It don't matter what he looked like. That's bullshit, man. It does matter what he looked like.
When they call Jake monkeys, they look like a monkey. They gets Jake offended because Jake know he don't look like a monkey.
A goddamn monkey, man. What the fuck wrong with these people, man?
You know what I'm saying? I don't look like that. and they put Bush and shit right side of monkey. He look just like the man monkey. Man. So we ain't the monkeys, but we are in a spiritual way the planet of apes. We those people.
Yeah. Take over this place, man.
You know what I'm saying? And what's wrong with monkeys, man? I mean, those are God's creatures too, man. Like
And really, you just talking about Jake because they ain't gonna believe it, man. When it happened, man.
Yep.
They ain't gonna be able to believe it, man. They ain't gonna be like, damn.
Oh, right quick. If I choose not Jerusalem as my chief joy.
Okay. Because that's what Jake, he find everything else to try to seek joy in and still feel empty at the end of the day, man. Jake, you ain't gonna feel whole in this place, man. If you ought to be the hopeful elect until you get right with the Most High, man, you're gonna be miserable here, man. You're gonna be miserable here, man.
Choose not Jerusalem as my chief joy.
No matter how much you try, you're gonna be miserable.
Because
here, man.
we can all assembly and have fun with the brethren, but then brothers got to go to work and shit.
Yep.
And Esau break that shit up and try to make you work on the Sabbath and all that. Hey, we ain't gonna be no more of that in the kingdom, man.
Oh, not at all.
Damn devil, we're gonna have eternity. See how we're gonna have eternity in the kingdom.
Tell you that.
We're gonna have all the time we want to make music, to enjoy our children. Jake can't even enjoy his children in this world.
On that Sabbath, don't be sleep like a mother. Sleep. Ain't getting up to do shit.
Yeah, we ain't even gonna be bothered. Esau gonna be screaming out in the wilderness. We ain't even gonna be bothered.
Hey,
That's gonna be music. Yeah.
You look.
That's gonna be music to our ears. Like we're gonna go to sleep to that. Good night sleep, brother.
Jake. We can be comedians.
Oh,
hey,
damn,
they gonna be scared. We gonna be mocking them. It hurt, don't it?
We gonna be having fun. We might do that. Mocking them and shit.
Be out there in the middle of the field, just all of a sudden a piano drop on your ass. Just all types of
shit. And the
shit.
piano start playing and shit. Have Esau dancing that shit while he hurting and shit.
All types of shit.
This is Psalms 137:6. If I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth.
Go before that. One before that.
It says, verse 5. If I forget thee, O Jerusalem.
O Jerusalem, if I forget thee. And that really means the laws and the statutes and commandments that the Most High gave us. That's what that really means. Not the land. Because you can't have no land without no repository, without no husbandry. Go ahead.
If I forget thee, O Jerusalem.
O Jerusalem, go ahead.
My right hand forget her tongue.
Yeah, the moment they forgot about Jerusalem, because now they say America, right? America. Ain't no more Jerusalem over here in the minds of our people. It's supposed to be. I want to go home. I remember Jerusalem. Women, and even some aspects where our women use a dress in order and shit, they got that from the Eastern world. No, they don't do that over here in the Western. So when they was covering their head and wearing dresses, that came from the Eastern world. So while we still love our women to be like that, I want to see my woman in a dress. Yeah. And when women want to get dressy and all that, and they want to show like a wedding and all that, and they want to show we going out, baby. I'm gonna take you to the finest restaurant. What they do? They wear a dress because they know. Then I got to put on my best. I got to look my best. They put on a dress. So we want to look our best all the time. We gonna wake up looking our best and shit. Wake up and you know what I'm saying? Hey, go.
Jake wake up ain't got to comb his hair and shit.
Yeah. Wake up with a
perfect
afro.
Man.
You're gonna be perfect.
Yep.
Yeah,
go ahead.
It says, if I do not...
the elders just say popping toes. We're going to be popping toes, man. And the heathen going to be, and they already do that with the salons. Oh, you want pedicure, you want manicure, whatever you want. They already serve us in that kind of way, but we got to pay them. We ain't going to be paying their ass. And we might give them a little something, eventually, because when they get their portion of land, before they get their portion of land, they ain't going to be making shit.
Be like, nah, don't even touch my toes.
Yeah.
Go get out there in that field. Go get the rest of them bones out.
Yep. Watch the rest of these.
That's gonna be doing. You be able to get the work.
And we said we're gonna be bigger. So when they do audition and clean up, it's gonna be like our stuff is gonna be massive. Gold plates. It's gonna be like this. It's gonna be truly a king's palace.
That ain't exercise here in American Babylon the Great, man. There ain't no true royalty here, man.
Yeah, because what do these Jakes do? Slocky, but when they celebrity, they seem like they at their highest. But when they go to the hotels and shit, and got a performance. They working and shit. They don't get to lay back and have all that MTV Crib shit when it was out. It was false. They don't got a big ass mansion. MC Hammer had a couple of mansion, and his mansion got taken away from him. Go ahead.
If I do not remember thee,
Go ahead.
I don't remember Jerusalem. Go ahead.
if I do not remember thee, let my tongue cleave to the roof of my mouth.
I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to even speak nothing words if I don't remember Jerusalem as my. Go ahead.
If I prefer not Jerusalem above my chief joy.
Above my chief joy. Like our chief joy, a lot of Jake's chief joy is money and women. We prefer Jerusalem before that, man. You know, go ahead.
Verse 7 it says, remember, O Lord, the children of Edom.
Yeah, go to Jerusalem as the mother of us all. Right quick. So we're not home, man. This is not Jerusalem. It is according to the truth, you know, people it is a place. But Most High gonna destroy this place. He's gonna call us out of this place. We ain't gonna Most High destroy this place. We're gonna come down here and back in America and shit and rebuild and shit. Nah.
For what? We don't want to fucking be here no more. We
want
trying to get the fuck out of here, man.
no black parts of America.
What the hell we want to stay here for, man? Tell me one thing that's been to Jake's benefit here in America, Babylon the Great, man. Nothing.
It's almost like when you hate somebody and you're tired of somebody, you don't want their gold change, you don't want their gold, no silver. You can't offer them nothing. They, you know, you don't want nothing. We don't want no trees. We ain't gonna, you know, like pack stuff up and take it to Eastern world. We're gonna lay the shit flat with fire, man.
Yeah, man. And the only ones who ain't
out of here
are the ones that Esau, he done pampered them, man. Yeah. These house niggas, man. Yeah. You know, they don't want to be outside. They know it's harder in the streets out here, man. They know it ain't no easy road, man. Hey, some of us know that hands on. I got hit by a car 5 times while I was riding that bike the last 3 years, man. It ain't easy out here on the streets, man. Yeah. And that's even in the not as rough towns, man. Mm-hmm. It ain't easy nowhere for Jake, man. The curse is on us, man. Yep. So we gotta stay strong, man. Because if not, this place gonna consume you, and you gonna seek comfort, man. And when you're not looking for comfort here, man.
And when you older, you still gotta stay strong.
Yeah.
So they try to wear you out.
They still try to let
them get old and shit and die out.
And that's how they do it too. They'll do a whole bunch of stuff, and they try to wear you out with just that little small thing that hurt you. Yeah. That's how Esau do, man. So your strength has to be, you know, intact, man. Your faith got to be intact, man. Because he trying to get every single brother like that, man. With some little small shit. You know, because after you've been enduring all day and then something happened, and that little small thing, that's what make you go off the edge, man. If you ain't got your faith right, man. Yeah. That's what they do. And then it make it look like it's your fault. You know?
Like the Samson, that's why they think that was his head. Yep. They make this thing like a physical small thing, but he broke a vow. That's what really happened. But he did cut off his locks. But you know what you do in your physical matters to how you serve the Most High. Yeah. You know? Mm-hmm. Like you said, a small amount of thing can make you go off with the Most High.
Because they know oppression makes a wise man mad. Like you be at the job, and let's say you actually got somebody you cool with that you work with. They be like, oh yeah, I got to go on separate breaks. Y'all can't even go on break at the same time. You go and then you sit around. They're like, they ain't even give you no time to relax, man, or feel like you humans a lot of times. Yeah.
Like you're a machine.
Then they wonder why Jake be freaking out, man. Why Jake be drinking himself to death, man. And you gonna do that kind of stuff if you're not intact with this knowledge, man.
That's why it says moderate drinking. You got to stay strong and worship the Most High. And all that other stuff you got to keep it at a moderate, minimal level. Yeah. All that carnality and shit. That's why I said don't be much over righteous, much over wicked. Keep that wickedness down. Like that small shit. Go ahead.
Now, this is Galatians 4:26. Mm-hmm. But Jerusalem, which is above,
is
free.
It's above all these countries. That's why Paul said, "Really, I'm free because I'm an Israelite." You know, I was born free. What makes you free? And the officer said, "I've been working for this position all this time, and wanting to do things they letting you do, and they just letting you do it." He was like, "Well, I was born free, man." You know, like even us and shit, you know. The cops be like, hey, you know, sometimes they talk to us and give us a, you know, a cheer or whatever. They be like, who are y'all, man? They ran me out of this place. Who are y'all to be posted here? You know what I'm saying? Like the like the brothers in Tulsa, man. Our brothers in Tulsa. It's like, you know, it was a thing where the man came out. I think even the mayor or some or a very important person came out and spoke for them, so to where they able to do that in that spot, you know, and that's what the Most High does for us, man. He let His children do certain things where other people can't, even though we captive in this land and we can't exercise ourselves. Of course, we ain't gonna want to exercise ourselves as demons and all that and do demon ass shit. But we do special stuff that the other nations be looking at like, damn, how they do that? Why they had that? Why they get the knowledge and we don't get it? Why they get the understanding and spirit and we don't get it? These nations don't know the Most High's name. He don't want them to know His name. It's dreadful among these. Yeah. So go ahead.
It says, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free.
Jerusalem, which is above, is free, man. We free. Going back to the Matrix, he said, yeah, me and my brother Dozer, we right here and born free in Zion.
Yup.
We were born free in the womb, man. Like we did, you know, I know some of them babies they look up on like, this is a Hebrew Israelite. You know, you never know. but it wasn't recorded, so go ahead.
Which is the mother of us all.
Jerusalem is the mother of all. That's the nursing place. But what are we doing now? In the spirit, as men all over the world, we're nursing our people. We don't have to be a land in Jerusalem. But when we were there, it was a nursing land. But what did Jerusalem say in the Apocalypse? She said, I'm a widow. Go, my children. I'm a widow. I'm desolate now. So we were dispersed, and now we had to fend for ourselves. And like, damn, man. And we try to stay strong on some levels to where, like, who are you? I'm an Israelite. Oh, you're Israelite. Come, you get captive. Oh shit! And over time, they water you down, take away your heritage, and teach you the ACE laws and all that. And now these Negroes become stock syndrome Negroes and shit.
And that's from not having no responsibility, man. Mm-hmm. That's why when Jake finally started getting responsibilities, especially if he has like a son or a daughter, he starts to realize like, oh man, I can't just do whatever I want no more, man. I got to make sacrifices for my son.
Yeah.
You know, and that's what we are for the elect, man. Mm-hmm. We sacrifices for the elect, man. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's what Yahweh Shah was. He sacrificed himself. He said, man, my sons, I gotta protect my sons, man. Yeah. And that's what brings Jake fear to want to get right, man. Because your children can die out here, man. Yeah. They can lose their life for you making you know, selfish decisions, man. This is a selfless ministry, man.
He said, them who receive the sons, he chastised often. And that don't mean always with like a gruesome, like beating the belt or whipping. It means like you might lose your job or something, or you might, you know, lose money. You just got 2,000 in your pocket, and you're like, damn, I lost that shit.
And he does that to humble you, too, man. Because if you had all this money and riches, and you wouldn't think you need the Most High, man.
And you get caught up in the system and shit, man. That's system thinking right there, man. You don't take the MOTB thinking like that.
Having all that money and the riches, man. You'll feel like you, you know, like you can't let it go. So the Lord, he's got us in a state where we got to be strong to show us how much He loves us, man. This suffering is bringing many sons unto glory, as the scriptures say, man. He makes the captain of our salvation perfect through suffering, man. You don't suffer, then you can't be one with Yahweh Shah, man.
Y'all want any cold water? Anybody?
I'm fine.
Okay.
You want to go get one?
No.
You need me to go get you one?
No, I'm all right. Sure. I'm all right. Probably like in a couple, 5.
Yeah, it's 120. I'll go grab one. I can grab one. Right back. Gotcha. That's it. Okay.
Water. Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
So, but Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
Mother of us all, man. It ain't Africa.
So that lets you know that going back to Genesis, that land, that garden was the land of Israel. was you know,
Yeah,
it wasn't like you say
The-
Africa.
yeah. Exactly.
Because that's what all
They say that's what man started and all that.
yeah. No, man.
Because we got put in the eastern part.
Right.
So that was Jerusalem. That was that region. Is that it on that? Jerusalem is the mother of us all. So we're not home. How can we sing a Lord's Song 137? Psalm 137 in a strange land? Because they got military power and might to exercise these laws. A lot of these laws, man, Jake ain't gonna be cool with, man. You know? Talking about voting for Trump and shit. They don't even know Trump is Nero and shit. They think he's a regular guy and shit. President. Go ahead.
Psalm 137. Verse 3 says, for there,
I started one.
verse 1, it says, by the rivers of Babylon,
By the rivers of Babylon, man.
there
Okay.
we sat down, yea, we wept when we remember Zion.
And that's what we're doing now, similar to now. Like, we remember in Zion all the things that the Most High gave us and the resources and what he did. Remember that Deuteronomy 28, starting at 1, all these blessings shall overtake thee, man. You shall have plenty, abundance. You know, she shall be blessed when thou come into the world and blessed when thou go out. Now they all curses. So we remember in our Lord, remember in Zion, Yahweh Shai, the son of the Most High. Go ahead.
Hang our hearts on the willows in the midst thereof.
Yeah, we hanged our harps up because what's the use of singing, man? Like these niggas are still making duets and shit and good, still wanting to dance songs and shit. Ain't no songs about prophecy, man. Ain't no songs about the return of the Son of God, man. Yahweh Shai, ain't no songs about waking up. You know, Kendrick Lamar came out with a little something, you know. Kanye West hinted a little something. But they went back and shit, man. You know? This is the only song, like we say. Go ahead.
He said, for there they that carried us away captive required of us a song.
They required of us a song. They carried us away captive. Our people still sing that song today. Go ahead.
And they that wasted us required us of us mirth.
They required us mirth. We were in our sadness and stuff. They required us mirth. Nah, boy. Sing one of them songs. Dance for us. Entertain us. Look happy. Go ahead.
Sing us one of the songs of Zion.
Yeah, sing one of the songs of Zion, man. And they harp on that stuff. They get Whitney Houston to sing because they want to hear that Zion. They want to hear that Zion voice. You know, they want to hear, you know, that I was born by the river. You know, in a little tent. That's talking about us. Oh, like the river I've been running ever since. That's Jerusalem, man. We that little tent. Like you said, little tents all across the world. What is that? The Men in Black?
Man, like, oh man.
Yeah, secret agents and shit.
Man, for real, like, golly.
Never know, man. Jake
Never
could
know.
be coming from a funeral or something.
Yeah, funeral,
Never
wedding.
know, man.
Weddings and funerals are kind of the same
Jake
thing.
needs to be in that state of mourning to understand that we not at our rest, man. We not at home, man.
Yeah.
There ain't no peace here for Jake.
Yeah, man.
Even if you got this money.
What did it
man.
say? Them that in the midst of crying and sighing, that looked like a wedding. You know? Yeah. Jake still want to get married in this place, man.
No, they
this
said
place is
people
over.
be marrying and giving under marriage.
Yeah,
So, hey, you know,
What it says, no, the bride and the bridegroom shall no more longer be heard in there.
everybody's being
See.
put in their destiny. And Jake, you know, when these people separate their company from you as you come into the truth, you know, take that as a blessing from the Most High. I said, blessed are those who revile you and speak evil of you whenever you start really getting into this truth and you really start conducting yourself as an Israelite.
Yeah.
Your old friends are not gonna like you, man. Your old friends are gonna want to still have that, be that same person full of folly and out here just you know, making pointless doing pointless things. Like everything needs to be tied back to these scriptures. Even if you do go out and then spend some time with somebody that you care about, it's always better when you have it with someone who knows that this ain't our rest, man. You know, Jake maybe might want to go bowling or something. You know, it's way better when you got some brothers who all in the truth with you and they understand, you know, what you understand. So we know that our mind isn't really fascinated on enjoying this place, but we do sometimes come together and enjoy each other's company because we come into a time where, hey man, you're gonna desire to hear another man's voice. You're gonna be like, man, there ain't no men on the earth no more, no upright men. That's why you don't want to be around your brothers, man.
That's why a lot of women that don't know the truth and they ain't the hopeful like women. When they meet you and they get in a relationship with you, and you be like, you know, basically they try to understand you and all that, and you don't do nothing like Esau. I don't get married like that. We don't get sex constitutes marriage and all that. And they be like, I don't get that. Like everybody has a marriage, you know, like, but what it comes with marriage? Contractual agreements and prenups and paperwork and shit.
And marriage is more fixated on them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, not as it's supposed to be the other way around, man. It's supposed to be you coming to serve the man. Mm-hmm. You know, and that's why a lot of marriages fail because it's tied. It's basically tied into you know, basically you know, like just a false. It's like a false. It's like a false connection, man. That's why a lot of people they get divorces because you know they lose that passion. Because the man not really supposed to just have one woman, man. It doesn't work like that, man. Yeah. And they lose passion, and then you know, and they start going by the emotions, just like, oh, I just do this because I'm supposed to do it. Yeah. It ain't supposed to be like that, man. You're supposed to enjoy being with her.
Yeah, because exactly. Because Jake married women for stupid reasons. Oh, she's fine, man. Or Most High is preparing us for the marriage. We getting to know the Most High all over again, and it's a process. So he's embedding us to know how to serve him as a God. Like these women, they got to learn how to serve us as the Prince of Power. Yep. They got to know how to serve us as a leader in the home again.
Yep, because Jake don't even know he God, man. Yeah. Jake just started to figure out he's Yasharallah, son of the living power, man. Mm-hmm. So these women, they don't deserve our full undivided attention, man. It's the other way. And that's what marriage is. That's why the man get on one knee, all that. Like, nah, man. Yeah. Nah, they supposed to be on one knee for us or something. Whatever.
It is and the roles switch, but it is a representation that we get. It's like we supposed to worship and bow down to the Most High. Yeah, we don't even
have to do it in a sense where it's something public, man. It's in your actions, man. You got to get down on one knee and all that. And, you know, it's not needed, man.
Because it says honor a woman out of the weaker vessel. Yeah. You honor a weaker vessel without getting on one knee and shit.
Just take care of her and shit, man. Make sure she's good. Check up on her. You know?
But they like the fashions of this world, man. They like all this. And you know, we gonna have that. They get it from the Bible. You know? That ain't no lie. They get it from the Bible.
And they got Jake
in a true wedding. That's why right now we're bidding people to the marriage. They ain't going to a marriage. Yeah. We bid people spiritually. We bid people to the marriage.
And they trying to make it. They try to, you know, these churches to try to call Jake and be like, oh man, well, it ain't marriage unless you come do it in front of one of our priests. And they ain't even telling you nothing about the destruction coming. They ain't telling you nothing about the mark of the beast, man. These are supposed to be preachers and people who are ordaining you under the Heavenly Father. They got to warn you of what's going on. Yep. You know.
They don't even tell you married into the Father.
They're not telling you. They ain't talking about none of that, man.
You know. So
because they wicked, man.
And I don't want to get married in this place. Fuck this American place. I don't want to get married here.
No, dude.
I want to get married and you know, well, the marriage is us getting up into them cherries.
Marriage is immortality. Yep. That's marriage, bro. When it comes to the Most High, you being one with the Most High, man. Yeah. It ain't nothing like some people like this earthly wisdom that is, you know, mainstream media out here, man.
That's why it says those that died in Yahweh Shai should be called up with them and join with them. Marriage is a joint relationship. Mm-hmm. There should not be no Esau in the middle of your relationship, orchestrating shit and narrating shit.
Yeah, don't let the devil narrate your damn vows. To your wife or to the Most High, man. That's all stuff that we got that.
Even in therapy, they don't teach about the scriptures, man. They don't teach about. That's why it says they not retain the Most High in their knowledge, man. Yep. It ain't nothing taught about the Most High in this world.
That brother got a precept right here. This is Lamentations 2:19, and it reads, "Arise, cry out in the night. In the beginning of the watches, pour out thine heart like water before the face of the Lord. Lift up thy hands toward him for the life of thy young children," man. If you want your children to be saved out here, man, you gotta call your house shot, man.
What they say in the street?
You gotta call your house shot.
They say so.
Yup.
Say so.
It's out here.
They supposed to be out here. On
Out
the
here.
streets, man.
And Jake know.
Like you said,
Jake know.
a lot of people they marry because, man, this is gonna, you know, it fixes me to be a better person. They feel like a better person, you know, and especially men, because they come from a hard place. They might have been in jail. Oh man, and then you tell a brother like, yeah, I'm put away those old things. Now they ain't talking about the real marriage of why y'all was shy, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Jake, since he when he naturally is a spiritual, upright man about him, you know, when he tries to do it, he can't do it. It don't work for him. Then his family start separating from him. Then you know, it's like he wanna be a part of something. So he'll go start a family. Then he'll realize like that's great, but it ain't to say all be all, man. It's still not gonna be wrong until you come to this man. Until you come to this sanctification with the Most High, man. Because he's the one who made us like this, man. Our righteousness is of him. So when you feel convicted in your spirit, like, I know I'm supposed to be doing something. That ain't even you. That's the Most High making you get right. That's him doing it. And that's why we give all thanks to you. How about Shema Shai, man?
We are the Most High's bride. That's why they say these garments are like dresses. Well, they are in a way, in a spiritual way, because we get prepared for the wedding.
Yeah, that's what I said. Bless you, keep his garments.
We the bride to the Most High,
You know what I'm
dumbasses.
And
But we still men and shit.
you gonna understand, man. That at the end of the day, it talked about how the Lord said He gonna stain on His raiment. These men in these garments gonna be floating around, beating motherfuckers out of the sky, man.
What did it say your
Beat
garment?
motherfuckers up, man.
Yeah, what did it say your garment is white?
Thou shalt beat into pieces many people.
Yeah, go to a wedding and you all white. You know they wear all white in a wedding. You have one speck. You go, fuck, my dress is ruined. A woman gonna say my dress is ruined.
Yep.
At one spot, it said a little leaven's a whole lump. So, you know, we want to be like, man, we want to look the best at the wedding. When y'all was shot,
You want to be, like he said, you can be saved if you keep this in memory, man. You ain't gonna be saved. You don't really know what the Lord was talking about, man.
yeah, what did it say? Clothe yourself with righteousness. Paraphrasing. Clothe yourself with the word. This is our garment. The word is our garment. Our covering.
Yep.
You know, if your wife is walking down the aisle and she got an ass out, everybody gonna start laughing. She got to be covered up, man, almost from head to toe, like the veil and everything. And what do? See, they know about that. We talked about that earlier. Your wife don't take off the veil until she meet her husband. So that veil is going to be completely lifted, and we're going to get into that second covenant, which is called up to the Most High, man, and us living forever. You know, we're in the first. We ain't in the second covenant yet. And that veil get lifted off, man.
Yeah, it's wedding rehearsal. But if you ain't showing up to the wedding rehearsal,
That's a good example. Wedding rehearsal is a rehearsal. It said rehearse the righteous acts. It said rehearse the righteous acts. We at a wrestling wedding rehearsal, and we're passing out wedding invitations to the elect. Like if you didn't get an invitation, that means I didn't want you to wedding.
because the Lord already got the elect on the guest list. He ain't gonna start the wedding until his whole
Right,
bride is there, man.
Yeah.
He ain't gonna start it.
They say the kingdom is like a man that furnished his house with for the guests.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. So Jake, if you are the elect, man, you grow in this ministry, fulfill your vow to the Most High. We waiting on your ass. We waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta
Don't
get
be late to the wedding.
Yeah, don't be late, Jake.
And everybody got their
Hey.
if you ain't got your invitation, like I said, every man receiving the penny.
Yep.
If you ain't got that penny, your invitation, you can't get on the cherry.
And you know, like we say, if you don't ever if you so-called make it late, that means that you wasn't ever supposed to be there anyway. There is no late. They all will be on time. You know? Late gets left behind.
That's what we talking about when we say late. But we saying late as a warning, like you're gonna be late. You better hurry up.
Yeah.
Like your ride is getting pull up.
Yeah.
So if you ain't ready, what it say? Yahushua said, knock, when he knocks, them that open up the door immediately, those are the ones he's taking in. Like I use the example of your wife when you come home from the military, whatever. You knock on the door, and because you ain't got your keys on you, and your wife don't answer the door right away, and she take like 10 minutes. You're gonna be like, what the fuck? And somebody's in here. She didn't answer right away.
So that's how it is with Jake with these ideologies and different things that he worships. And even if you don't necessarily say you worship another God, your ideology and the way you think about things, you worshiping something else if it ain't according to this word, man. It could be your own vain opinion, and that's what it said. Most people believe in their own vain opinion, man. And that's a God. That's a false God.
It's a way that seems right to a man that leads to the ways of death.
Yep.
So just because you might be thinking right, that don't mean you are.
That's why I said Proverbs 3:5, lean not on thine own understanding, man. Don't do that, Jake. And you do that, you're just gonna end up in destruction.
And like Apostle Hart said, education comes from within. So it has to be the Holy Spirit. They acknowledge because they went to college vocab and all them theologian schools. Who give a damn about a theologian school? I ain't never heard of Jake and the family talk about, I went to theologian class and all that. And I know something now. Jake don't even give a damn about no classes of America and shit. We knew that shit was bullshit when we were young. Oh,
Judges chapter 5 and 11, it says, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers.
that's a missile. That's
So let's talk about the elect. The elect, it says, they that are delivered from the noise of the archers and the places of drawn waters, of slavery. It says, there shall they rehearse righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the
we're
Lord,
in slavery right here in America.
then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates.
So, hey man, I got any more scriptures to read? It says in scripture actually stay strong. It says be strong. Yeah, get that one. What is wrong? We can't, always
This is the book of Joshua 1, chapter 1, verse 6. Be strong and of good courage.
Be strong and of good courage.
For unto this people shalt thou divide for an inheritance the land which I swore unto their fathers.
Yeah, I think it's another song. So I think it said be strong and of good cheer or something. We know those other scriptures that warn Jacob, he shall help you. Strong in faith. We gotta be strong and have faith. Our shy as I finish my faith. If you join to a certain point, our shy is going to do the rest. Fight as hard as he can, and he will help us. We told you the dark things that are coming up on the earth. What they about to do. Holy laws coming in like a flood. Martial law. The missiles they can shoot a pocket nuke anytime, anywhere. Sleeper cells. What else in this place? Animals, beasts, all kind of shit in this place.
John 16. So these things have I spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. Yeah, it's true. See, it's true. It's true. In the world you shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world.
Hey, it's overcome the world. It's already done it.
So we, throughout worshiping, celebrating holidays, concerning ourselves with the matters of this world more than the ministry. That we over and coming to earth just like Yahweh Shai did.
Really gonna overcome when MOT is fully implemented and you don't take that chip.
Go ahead.
That was it.
That was it. Yeah, that's it, man. That concludes for the day. The water again for the brothers and a few sisters that was on. The water for the scriptures. Hope we endure to the end. The Passover is right around the corner, man. And hope the brothers had a beautiful Passover. And hope that we all make it. And endure to the end, all make it, man. Hope we on them chariots, man. So, You have to continue to have faith. The dog said, yeah. Yeah, we out, man. You know, give all praise to
Some y'all was shy.
I was shy to Apostle Allen Bishop citation to the brother, elect most I will. Hopefully, sin elect Shalom the multitude. Shalom blessings, men, women, and children. Shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, you know, we ain't wrestling with you. I'm the win.
So we get the win.